छाया आसमां देखो झूमता गगन है छाया आसमां देखो झूमता गगन
There we go. One more time. It is Saturday, April 4th. And you are in the star room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. We're here. This is astrology, Allastrology. And I look at charts. If you want me to look at your chart, I have to have your birth time, birth date, birth city, birth state. I have to have that preferably ahead of time. So the way this works is you get in the queue. Go down below. Make sure you get in the chat. That's how we go in order of the chat. That's our queue, is the chat. You can just put your name in there, say, I want a reading. Make sense? Put your birth digits. If I already don't have your information, make sure I have it. If I don't have it, I go to the next name. We don't have time. And we'll be here another week. If you don't get read tonight, you'll get a chance on the next time we're live, okay? And that will be, what are we at? We're at the second Saturday of the month, so that's the third. No, I'm sorry. This is the first Saturday of the month. So the third Saturday, number 3, the third Saturday, we'll be back here doing the same thing. The second Saturday, we do an astrology class, and it's private. You want in on that? Come on in and join us. All levels are welcomed. All right, let me get this this stuff that's on fire in a good place. I don't know what the hell I normally do. Oh, I know why. I don't have my other thing in here. Okay, how about I'm going to dangle it like this. I don't have a kitty cat right now, so we're good. All right, so yeah, here's my little note up above, astrology speed reading, free readings for anybody, for everybody. So I got to move fast. And sometimes I'm going to have some folks who want me to spend a little bit more time on their chart, which is great. That's fine. You gift the channel. And that's how you get me to spend more time on your chart. All right. I do the Cash App, the Venmo. Those are in the details right below the live stream. So with that said, I don't know if I've covered all my basis things here, all my little things, but email is up on the screen, allastrology@gmail.com. And hello, let me get that up there. To the folks that are in the chat that have arrived. I was really late getting ready tonight. Really nobody's fault but my own. No one's fault but my own. Allastrology@gmail. I'm going to put that right there. This is shit working. Can you guys hear me, by the way? Let me know if you can hear me. That will help. And let me see if I can pin these for you. Pin them. See if that works. And, oh, I clicked on somebody else's name instead of my Gmail. My bad. Hello with the wave of the hand there. How you doing? I see you. J.L. Sampson. How's it going? It's Saturday night. All right, let me get this. Oh, I got the banner gone. Oh, very good. Okay, great. All right, so let's skedaddle up to the top. We've got work to do. I have some folks who've already sent money. And again, get in the queue, get your name, get your stuff in there. Make sure that if you have sent me an email, that I know who you are according to how you've shown up in the chat and the name, your handle. If they don't match, I can't play detective. I will go to the next name. You follow? So you got to be real clear so that I'm not like all over the damn place. Because trust me, I'm already all over the damn place. I don't have anybody back here feeding me the next chart, nothing. So it's just, yeah. I'm not a techie, not at all. All right, let me get some of this stuff gone out of here. Let's go, and let's see who's all here because we got work to do. And hopefully the people who have paid will show up. Sometimes they don't, and it's like, okay. Oh, I see Christy's here. What's going on, amiga? All right, you're number one. Let's get on the ball. I know you had sent a gift for this live stream. So let's get your chart up here and get you on the screen. Christy, what am I looking at? Where's Christy at? Talkie. Yeah. We can do that. If I can find the damn link. There it is. Every now and then. So just so that we don't get people all crazy about this talkie link, I have to reserve that for those who spend the money. Do you follow? Otherwise, we won't be able to get to anybody else. That's just the way that it works. It makes no sense. I put it there. There you go. Hello, Princess AK 21. Fairy there is here. Gabby, Kitty, Christy. I already said that, Christy. Stacy, what's going on, Stacy? Hibiscus, what's going on? How are you doing? Takahana, Kana, whatever. Somebody's here. Sorry, I didn't pronounce that right. All right, let me get to we'll get to you. Let me get this person who's in the green room up on this screen. Let me make sure I got my volume up and make sure that if you're in the green room, you got your volume down. Right? Is that how this stuff works? All right, let's get rocking and rolling here. Let's see what's happening. Hello. Are you there?
Are you there?
Oh, very good. I can hear you. Okay, let me get this damn banner off the screen. There we go. How are you doing?
I am doing okay.
Gotcha. I hear ya.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. All that astrology, we were so psyched. Josh is actually on the live tonight too. But
Well, don't give up. Remember, it's a long cycle.
Okay. I'm not giving up.
When we first started talking about that, it was a long cycle, and you were like, "Oh, well, that makes sense because things would be kind of spread out anyway."
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Well, we see signs all the time, like 11:11, and actually, when I got on this live, it was 11:11. Like when you we just notice all these signs. So we're still playing.
All right, good for you guys.
But
yes,
in addition to that part, the other part is last month or a month and a half ago, you told me to use my voice, something with social media.
Yeah.
So the next day I started.
Okay.
That
what do you?
Channel,
oh yeah.
That whole channel.
Oh, the YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love those videos. I love the stories.
And
they're awesome.
I went from just in 2 days.
And honestly, I would rather prefer your straight voice. I'm just saying. That's just me. I could be wrong. You have to find out. If you have a success with how you're doing it, then do it.
Well, all I'm doing, it is my straight voice.
I know, but there's like an echo or some shit or whatever it is.
It sounds better.
Oh,
on
does
my
it? You
end.
tried it?
Yeah.
But have you asked well, anyway, I can't stand the sound of my voice. Nobody I don't think anybody likes the sound of their voice.
I can
But if you've
stand it
asked
better
people,
this
then don't
way.
listen to me. Just do whatever the hell whatever your public wants.
Well, that's the way I can stand to hear my voice so I can edit.
Oh god, you don't even have to tell me. Jesus, it's taken me years to get used to not cringe when I hear my voice. I
Yeah.
mean, years, and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
But I wanted
Um,
to look out how that's gonna go, 'cause I'm
oh.
having fun with it.
Oh, good. Well, that's the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Have a good time creating, doing something that, that gives you joy. All right, let me get your chart in here real quick. Okay, so I'm sorry, I kinda cut you off. So how is it going though? Like, you know you're having fun with it, but are you feeling like you're getting some traction and stuff?
Well, I got like
Where's your name?
100 subscribers since yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't
Nice.
know. I don't know what I created a Facebook page for it, but other than that, it's
That might be a big deal. Yeah.
it gained traction. Like it's not viral by any means, but
Yeah. But you
one,
feel like there's a heartbeat.
yeah,
That
there's
makes a
almost,
difference.
well, people, it's nostalgia
Yeah.
and people can relate to it. I think it's bringing people back
Yeah.
to simple.
Yeah, I would hope, right?
Yeah. It's
'Cause things
quiet.
have gotten
It,
really freaking nuts.
it's quiet. It's not loud. It's not in your face.
Yeah. Well, I could understand people liking that.
And yeah, it's just going. It's just cool.
Well, good. Good, good, good. All right. So that's what you kinda want me to take a peek at then.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Let me get you this transit stuff going on up here. And let's see what we're looking at.
I seen in the chat Josh said, "Not giving up."
That's him? I saw that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know who the hell that is. Someone said
Yeah.
not giving up.
Yep, that's Josh.
That's Josh. Well, that makes sense. Um, let's see here. What do we got going on? And you want me to look at it for the duration. For the am I gonna have some down the road success?
Yeah.
Um,
I know it's a legacy thing because
yeah,
people can
I mean
always
that's a
come
good way
back.
of looking at it. But you are gonna have well, I think we've talked about this 1,000 times and in so many different ways. Anyway, the South Node's gonna jump on that Mercury there. And so, because you got a Mercury at 4 and your midheaven at 3, right?
Mhm.
So it's funny because your Mercury at 4 is talking about the past. I mean, and it's pretty earthy, pretty down to earth, pretty practical. Would you say?
Mhm.
That's all that Virgo stuff, real practical stuff. But then your midheaven is your long-term goal, And so normally when the midheaven touches, I'm sorry, when that South Node touches that midheaven, we start rethinking what our long-term goals were. Not that we have to make a huge change, but we usually either add something to them or we're like, okay, that doesn't serve me anymore. I'm kind of got this new goal in my mind. So that would have to do with, some karmic energy because that means the North Node is down here in Pisces. And so there might be something that's happening as in terms of it bringing about possibly healing type of energy as well. Because the 3 degrees at your midheaven is also the same thing as Mercury. It is social media, it's talking, it's communications, you know? So you got that going on. And this Uranus, this might be a thing for you right now. It's starting to really get close to your sun because it's like right there. And that sun is my creative energy. It's how I stand out, how I express and communicate in a really colorful, dramatic way.
I'm not dramatic.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. And if you're not, that's fine, but your voice sounds a bit dramatic.
No, I was saying it sarcastically.
Oh, I
I'm
know
not
you were.
dramatic.
I know you were, but I'm just saying the voice though, whether you like it or not, that's kind of the I don't know. I think that's the strength of it. It's got like this powerful, rich, uh, yeah, kind of dramatic type of voice going on, sound. So that 29 degrees is a thing. And normally the 29 though does trigger a decision and something that we're doing differently, possibly, as far as creating. And so I think you're kind of embarked on this already. This is new, right? This is your new thing. Um, so with that said, let me take a quick peek. Mars is also okay. Mars is in Pisces. All right. All right. So you see the Mars at 26, right? So it's touching right now your midheaven on the ninth house cusp line next to your Jupiter. You see that Jupiter up there. So this is talking about, well, it's making plans for the future, but yours is in Cancer. You follow? So it involves the past. It's really interesting because it's exactly what you're doing. You're involving the past and talking about the future. So the Mars right there, giving you that boost, that's a nice thing. And then Jupiter is actually going to get there too. So I like the fact that Jupiter's only at 16. And then just right now, we saw the boost that you got. You said literally within the 24 hours, 100 views, right? That
Yeah.
Mars, kind of known as a trigger planet. Well, it triggered exactly, if you look, your ninth house cusp line of publishing. When you put up a video, you've published it.
Right.
That's just the reality. Okay. So you got that happening. You also did have your natal Uranus getting triggered by Mars over here. So you had a little bit of that happening, but it was, I think it was just a combination of things, because that's what we do in our charts. The stuff comes up and it triggers us to start thinking about things, and then we take an action with it. And that makes sense because Uranus again is technology. And this Uranus
Well,
being at 28 directly affecting your sun. So
I'm
you're
gonna
messing
tell
around.
you I'm gonna tell you what happened Thursday.
Yeah.
My computer crashed,
Oh God.
and I did take action, and I had to fix it, but I was
Mhm.
about to throw it over the hill.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
and
sure.
that was totally unexpected. Well, not throwing it over the hill. I would have expected me to do that, but me fixing it, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. And I'm sure that wasn't free.
I did it all myself.
Did you really?
Mhm.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, there you go, Wonder Woman. Uranus squaring your sun. You're like, come hell or high water, we're taking care of this shit.
Yeah, it's either fix it or throw it over the hill, one or the other. We
Yeah.
had no other
Well,
choice.
here's the thing: when a person has Uranus at 24, that is going to be using technology, and 24 is Pisces stuff. So Pisces is making movies, is theater, is drama, is yeah, it's theatrical, but it's just super creative, and sound is a big deal. But using technology, okay. And I think also having Uranus in Libra is a beneficial thing in terms of Libra energy being having a scientific bent towards it at the latter degrees. It just automatically does. So you have some advantages with the tech. So let's kind of move forward a little bit, and let me take a peek on one of these other charts so that I can kind of see. Um, if you have support showing you some other stuff, showing you support for what you're doing. Okay, so all right, this is a slow moving chart, which is kind of what we want. But it gives us an idea. There's so in this outer chart we're looking at, there's a ton in Libra energy for you. A lot of stuff going on. I mean, there is natally anyway, but technically you have Venus in Libra, the Sun in Libra, Mars. So altogether, that's showing that the 11th house technology has a lot of action happening right now. And with that, the 11th house technology and building relationships, business partnerships in Libra energy and the 11th house. So group energy, you might want to try looking at all this energy you have. You might want to try, and maybe you've done it and I don't know, which is totally fine. Try to do something where you are connecting with the group that you actually have so far. So whether that's a live stream, whether it's, I don't know. I know I think you've done some, where you're releasing the videos. What do they call those? And it's you're there in
Premieres.
the comments, a
Yeah.
premiere or whatever.
hmm
So that's good. I would definitely keep doing the premieres. But remember, you've got a lot of concentrated energy, including Pluto and the sun, which is creative. So is Venus and Mars, right? They're all there together in your 11th house of group energy. So there's a big concentration of that. And you want to
I've
work
been
with that 11th
answering.
house,
I've
which
been
is streaming.
answering every comment,
Oh, no, that's good. That's great. I know that's what you got to do.
but the
Yeah.
lives, I don't want to be on camera.
No, you don't have to be. You can maybe do, like how you're doing right now. We're on a live stream and you're not on camera, but you're a real voice. And I think that's kind of important to get across to people, because people with AI technology, if they don't know you, they're probably thinking it's possible that this is AI. It gives you an opportunity to show people, no, I'm a real person on the other side here. Now, this is just what these are just things you can throw around. This isn't like, hey, I'm telling you to do this.
Oh, no, I listen to you.
Okay, but I'm just saying, this is just stuff to keep in mind, because the 11th house is streaming, okay?
Okay.
And so there's just a lot of support with that energy. And again, the change in creative, powerful Pluto stuff is working it there. And your 9th house, you've got vertex there. Interesting. I think that's really interesting because it's in the house of publishing. And there's some teachings with vertex energy that it's actually our ascendant. It's not actually our ascendant, but it's like a super ascendant. It's like our secondary ascendant. And so with that, having it in your house of publishing in Leo at 12 degrees right now, that's perfect for what you're doing.
Oh, gosh.
It matches.
Uh-huh.
It matches with what you're doing. So if I kind of give this a little bit of a, let's see how far things move for you. Yeah, they're not going to move. Let me go and change this up real quick to a different little thing here, and then we'll look at your, if I can get that going there.
I wouldn't have started it if you didn't say anything. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying you had just thrown out a suggestion.
Yeah. Well,
And I was like,
I've always said that your voice from the very get-go, like, dude, you should have been in radio. You should have been like something with that voice. Holy crap. Here's the other thing too, in this other chart that I've got pulled up. Your sun in this other kind of a chart is in the 11th house as well. And this is a different chart altogether.
Mhm.
It's in the 11th. So again, this is group energy using technology, online and streaming, and developing those one-on-one relationships. So the comments that you're doing, that's great. So anything, whatever you can think of another way where your people can realize that you're a real person. And look at this chart. Mercury, social media, sitting on your Uranus. You see this?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. It's interesting because you got Chiron right at the exact opposition, that wound.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But
So
I
that's just
think
saying
it
this will
helps.
help.
I think it helps other people too,
Absolutely.
because
Absolutely.
I have got so many comments on, I remember
Oh,
this
good.
it's
Yeah.
touched me and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So
Yeah, that's
it's not
good.
only helping me.
Yeah. Well, that's what you want. That's what you want. I mean, that's what the 11th house is about, that group energy. And that Libra stuff is bringing people together. It's showing the inner relationship, the deep relationship, or the connected relationship within the big group. So it's, you don't let people get lost in the group. You kind of can take time out to spend time with them in some sort of a way, whether it's, like you said, answering comments. The other thing too to keep in mind as a little tip is that I don't know how YouTube does this, but they roll out the option to respond to comments by voice. Have you seen that feature?
No, that would
Yeah,
be
so I
so
don't know
much
how
easier.
I don't know if you have to have, I don't know how they do it. I don't know if you have to be monetized first. I don't know how the hell they do it. All I know is they don't do it all the time.
Mhm.
Sometimes they'll give me an option. It is not under all my comments for me to give somebody a response instead of texting, but to do it orally with them.
Oh, wow.
It's random. From what I can tell, it's freaking random. So if you ever get the opportunity, make sure you're using the voice thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep that in mind. Here's the healing you spoke of. Gemini in your seventh house of partnerships. 16 degrees is your south node, release and let go. And then the Chiron energy. Chiron's coming right up on that. So this Chiron always talks about a healing, talks about wounds from the past, but bringing about a healing and an ease of release. And education, how we speak, our beliefs, this is all going to be part of this.
This is
Interesting.
crazy.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the public, you have 16 degrees, which is the degree of the public. You see what I'm saying? So even if it's not like, hey, I'm rolling in the dough, dude, I would pursue it anyway. I know it takes time, especially if it's something you enjoy, but if you can connect with others, there's it's just another medium for you as
Wow.
opposed to, all the other mediums that you have.
Right.
And then this other Uranus is down here too, which is right on this node. So their support right now. If I try to, this is a year chart. So let's real quick take this back to, I got a kitty cat at my door who's having a fit. Hold on, let me get this cat in this
All
room.
right. While you're doing that, I just want to tell you, just thank you.
Yes. There you go. All the smoke is gone. Come on in. Did you hear Christy's voice? Is that what did it? Oh, are you coming up? Oh, she's going to just stare. Are you coming?
Come on, Kiki. Kitty. Kitty.
I was waiting for that to work. It didn't. Started looking around like, are you coming up?
Come on, baby.
Back to talking. I got to look at the chart while I'm talking. Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you, big girl. She's like, where the hell can I sit? I know, honey. It's a busy space now. I mean, it's really busy. Here, let me move this computer. Maybe this will help. Since I got your chart. All right. There you go. You can lay right there. How's that? Okay. So, with all that said, let me get rid of that. And let me go here real quick, and then we'll get this on. And that's the other thing too, Christy, with the Pisces energy that you have in the fourth house. Again, you have the Jupiter there, publishing. You have Juno there, partnerships with all of that. And the fourth house, other than the past and the family and mom and emotions and feeling, emotional security, the public. You follow? Healing is Pisces, right? So healing the wounds of the past can definitely be utilized this way. And because we have Mercury and all this going through here and the south node and the north node. Yeah, I already talked about that. It's going to get there for you. Now, here's the other thing is because you have some Aries in your fourth house as well. You also have Neptune going through there. So again, Neptune, ruler of Pisces, Neptune, yeah, all about the silver screen, all about creating and sound, all big stuff. So Neptune's going to be hanging out there for a while because it does a retrograde. So I would say yes. In the short term, in terms of right now, tonight, me looking at this, this is all the way to December. You're still going to have Neptune in that location. You're not going to have Neptune leaving that fourth house until, not until freaking end of May, going into June of 2027.
Dang. Let's
do it. So that gives you some time to work with all that fire energy. And then in your chart, what happens after that is it enters your fifth house of creativity and starts trining your ninth house Leo energy. So I would say, just based on what I'm looking at here tonight, that you have support.
Wow.
Those other charts were like yearly charts where objects weren't moving, but this also gives you that support. You're going to have all this stuff trining that. So, I would imagine you will have, way more luck than I have. All my
I,
stuff's just hidden, but yeah, if you can go ahead and do it, and if you're
I'm
enjoying it, then do it, but if you stop enjoying it, then screw it.
yeah. I'm just having fun.
Yeah, well, yeah, and actually, like you said, it does serve a bigger purpose in a sense. It's a kind of a legacy type thing,
Hmm.
and I think that's good. You know, I think that's a really good thing because there's lots of folks, like you said, that need it. There can be some healing for folks,
Uh-huh.
and finding out that there's a real person on the other end, and that it's not some AI slop. And I only say it that way, right? Because, well, there's so much of it now.
Yeah.
And it can be utilized in really good ways. It's just they want to know there's a real person.
Yeah, I do use AI for the video part,
Sure.
but the voice is all mine. I mean,
Absolutely.
and you can
Absolutely.
they would not AI this voice and this accent together. They just would. But
Well, yeah. I just, I think maybe you're right. Maybe it's because it is very distinctive, which is why I think it's great for publishing.
well, let's get it going. I
Yes,
appreciate you,
ma'am.
G.
Yeah, no problem.
And thank you for and everybody else out there. If she gives you a suggestion, at least try it. Try it. Hey,
At
you'll
least
do it twice if you like it, you know?
do it twice if you like it.
Yeah. But
Well,
yes.
it's just to keep trying different things is kind of the energy that we're in for sure.
Yeah, just do it and keep coming back. She's got a lot of suggestions, so just keep doing it.
That fire energy. It's only going to get bigger as the year goes on.
All right, let's do it.
So that's all that creative stuff.
All right.
All right. You have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the channel gift. Appreciate
Oh, you're
it.
welcome.
Yep.
Gladly welcome. All right.
right.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Get me out of here.
Oh, you should put your channel name in the chat somewhere.
Oh,
Get you
I
out of
will.
here. I'll get
Well,
you.
thank you. I'm getting out.
Yeah, put it in the chat. Something whispers, or I'm stupid.
Where the fog
Shadows.
settles.
No, fogs. Where the fog settles. That's it. Where the fog settles. I'm like whispers, fog, shadows. What? Where the fog settles.
Yes. All right. Bye.
Bye. Oh, Stacy's got a. Stacy has a. Oh, Stacy. Yeah. Okay. So Stacy is here and Stacy is next. Okay, Oh, Stacy, thank you for the channel gift. Awesome. Greatly appreciate it. Let me see. Let me just get to that so we can keep on going. Let me get Stacy up here. And okay, so Stacy, Carl, hey Carl. Just general reading of new chart. Okay, let me get this in here real quick. I did get your email. So let me see if we have you in this new system here. Stacy. Yeah, that would be with an S. Yeah, this new system has got, I think I got to switch these things around. Where did that cat go? Okay, I don't know. Maybe who the hell knows? All right, let's get this up here. General reading of the new chart. Yeah, Stacy. Yeah, this is weird to me. I'm like, okay, this is like whiplash. Let me see, where did that chart go? There it is. Okay, so let's get this one on the screen and we'll see what we can come up with here. Okay, I don't know where this little ninja cat went. I can hear her walking around, but I don't see her. Present. All right, here we go. There you go. All right, so here we go. This is a chart. Yep, June 21st, 1966, 10:48 p.m. That correct? That look right? All right. 10:48, and this makes a Capricorn rising. And this says 13 degrees, which is an Aries degree. So the physical body. Okay. And Vega's right there. Okay. That's good to know. Because the ascendant is kind of a big deal for you. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, the ascendant and the appearance. And all right, I heard some noise. Hold on a second here. Oh, everybody have some patience. My stuff is working. I gotta like quadruple click for the shit to work now. What's going on? Oh, Stacy's in the green room. Hold on, guys. Hello.
Hello.
How have you been?
Oh, life has been so crazy that if I told you, you
Oh,
wouldn't
well, then
believe
you're doing
it.
good.
It's like a TV miniseries.
All right, let me read Vega to you because it's on the ascendant.
Oh,
It's in the first house on the ascendant there. You see it?
yeah. Hang on. I gotta click out of here and see.
Oh, that's okay. Just trust me. It's in the first house. That
Okay.
way you're not like trying to do too many things because it can be insane. But yeah, there's
Okay,
Vega.
I see it.
Yeah. And so Vega.
Oh, that says 14. Oh, no, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, your first house begins at 13. So yes, Vega's at 14 in your first.
Okay.
So traditionally a very fortunate star, manifesting harmony, artistic talents, and a kindly nature. I'm just reading this right from the software. An eye for detail and balance. It does say that there is a caution to keep an even approach, avoid self-indulgences. So that's directly from the software. Now, as far as the ascendant and the appearances, that Vega would be a creative degree, right? That's like a Venus degree. It's about desires at 14 degrees and associated with what am I building? And it is very much material and tangible and structure. So that then talks to also about teeth and bones for sure, and skin, because it's all cappy energy, and the body, physical body. Head for sure, 13 degrees, right? Aries degree.
Right.
Interesting. Okay. So this
And
changes
the
your
chart
midheaven.
ruler.
This changes your midheaven. 29 degrees. Holy shit.
I know.
29 in Scorpio at the midheaven. And I don't know if you can see this little thing here. Oh, well, I'll just talk about it because I forgot you're not looking, and that's okay.
No, I'm looking.
There's an object there at 29 degrees.
What is it?
Yeah, I know. I just put this on the charts, I don't know, a few days ago because it was something important that I noticed in my chart. And I was like, what the hell is this? This is Nefertiti.
Oh, I know that name. That's
Queen of Egypt, wife of the Pharaoh. She ruled after his death. She was the ruler after his death. She also promoted the worship of one God. And it's about drawing strength or power from relationships with others. There is an inner grace that you can draw on to enhance your outer beauty. Again, I'm just reading this from the software. It's where you may have a mysterious something extra that others may be drawn to.
Yeah.
so you got that at that midheaven energy. And God knows this is, God knows Scorpio at the midheaven is a goddamn super detective for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that we could fairly, be certain to say that this is possible for you, because how many times have we changed your birth time?
You
You're
know what?
constantly
I
on the
was
hunt,
just, let me tell
constantly
you,
digging.
I was handed, I was given just like a stack of medical records from my childhood,
Yeah.
and it happened to have some birth info in it
Yeah.
that
Right up
had
your
my
alley.
date of birth or my
Yeah.
time of birth. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, nothing like they told you. This is 12 hours off, right? 12 hours difference.
No, nobody told me anything. We were guessing.
Oh, my bad. Okay. All right. Well, here it is. This Saturn trines your midheaven, and so does the wounds, the Chiron, the wounds of the past. But Saturn in this chart, according to this is Saturn at 29 degrees of Pisces, which, none of the these planets are pretty much the same, right? It's where they're located, and this is in your second house.
Right.
But it trines your midheaven. So this provides this reads as, it might take a long time because it can be about my values, whether it's love, valuing myself, self-worth. It can be also be, relationship kind of love type of stuff, which would suggest possibly somebody older than you or a delay in that, but establishing it for the long term.
I'm almost
means
60.
there's
They
no
can't be that
rush.
much older than me.
This means there can be no rush, though. Saturn slows
Right.
things down.
Yeah.
That's just the bottom line. So one of the nice things is I think this kind of also explains if, how you feel about having things to be structured and organized. You have Saturn trining, Scorpio up there, which is a Saturn location, the midheaven. That's a Saturn thing, structure and order and like boss energy, right? Establishing the order and the structure. But the long-term goals is a big deal. And you have support in that when we have Saturn, like institutional help, institutional energy. So I can see that making sense there for you.
Okay.
Here's the big thing, though. How often have we discussed your Venus and your freaking South Node in your 7th house, or actually in your 6th, right? And now this places it in your 3rd house.
No, we've talked about it being in my 7th and my South Node being in my 1st.
Well, let's focus on this chart because I'm not even sure what you mean by that, but because these two are so close together, they're together. I'm talking about your North Node. Maybe I accidentally said your South Node. That makes more sense. Okay. So the North Node and Venus, that's what I'm looking at. I'm sorry, you probably can't see it. The North Node and Venus are together, right? Right. Well, they're in your 3rd house together. So it talks about communication and sharing and, back and forth, also the online stuff. But this means my values, who and what I value, and what gives me comfort, creature comforts even, is communicating and talking.
And what about writing?
Yeah, absolutely. The 3rd house, writing for sure.
Okay.
It's a 3rd house thing is writing for sure. So if you've noticed you've been big on writing, this would that'd be all about it. So because it's Venus, it would be creative even. You could be creative writing unless you're talking about like, I don't know,
Creative writing.
Yeah. Well, that's Venus energy, Venus and Taurus energy. But so I like that for you because you've got the North Node right there. And that actually definitely creative stuff at the 24 degrees. But yeah, talking and communication, do you find that they give you a sense of, is there something about it that kind of maybe feels grounding to you and that gives you a sense of, I don't know, stability, a sense of like it's just comforting. It's a creature comfort type thing. It's what I value. Communication.
Yeah.
I mean, desire is there. That's Venus desire learning for sure. Desire communications, to write, to share. That would be the writing as well.
Mm-hmm.
So did you look at this and think to yourself, oh, I'm liking this. I think this is me. Here's the other thing that's good if this is you. I mean, this is a nice trine to the 8th house.
Right.
So possibly writing about wounds of the past.
Yeah. But it's creative and fictional.
Which is absolutely fine. Most fiction is based on truth.
Right.
It for sure is. Most fiction, a lot of that shit's actually true, just written as fiction, not to offend or not to, people don't want to reveal things, but a lot of it really is true. So, yeah, the 8th house is about healing. And it's about self. Do you write about self? This is 25 degrees. Where's your Venus?
I write about my emotions.
Yeah.
Fictional characters.
Yeah, that makes sense. Perfectly.
In different situations other than my own.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. And you have a nice sextile from Mercury, the writer. It's a strong, supportive sextile to your Venus and to the North Node.
And I write anonymous. I write under a pseudonym, and I go to great lengths to hide who I am.
Mm-hmm. And this Mercury, yeah, a trine to the South Node of the deep wounds of the past, of deep emotional stuff, and it's not going to be silly stuff. It's going to be things that could have been quite painful, and vulnerabilities from the past, wounds from the past.
Right.
So there's a really nice supportive trine, and also a grand water trine with that Mercury and the Chiron even to that South Node.
Right.
And it's to your 9th house of publishing. This is now putting your South Node in the 9th house. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think that's wonderful. Hopefully you keep it up and you just stick with it.
So I see a lot of, besides Gemini, and I find it interesting too that my Mars in Gemini is in the 5th house, which is
yeah, it is in the 5th because your 6th doesn't begin until 28 degrees. Oh wow, home and family. Look at that. And mom, look at that. Oh, okay. You know what?
What?
This probably explains a lot. I know you've mentioned it in the past before.
Right.
But the moon, this is the moon degree. This is mom. And the 6th house is the health. And this is Gemini, the mind. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. And see the Chiron and the Saturn, like they're squaring all of that. That 6th house of health. Mind. It squares all that. That 28 degrees. The Chiron and the Saturn square that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's in my 2nd house, which could be self-worth.
No, your second house. No, these two are in your wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. That's second. I had to move that number too. Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So what other objects stand
Well,
out?
you mentioned the Mars. So real quick, the Mars at 17. Yeah, that's in your fifth house. So that's children, fun, joy, romance. And having the Mars energy, what's kind of be important about that is, this changes some things for you, actually. Your Jupiter is now not above the horizon line.
Ah,
You see that? Your Jupiter used to be way up there. Now it's below. It's at 10 degrees, which makes Venus your great benefic.
okay.
That makes Venus your great benefic. And that makes Saturn your great malefic, which then didn't
my
help with
chart
this.
ruler.
Yeah, right. Which didn't, right. Because Saturn rules Cappy. So that's your great malefic. And that's also that square that we'd mentioned to your sixth house cusp line, and it's the moon degree. And it's at a 28 degree. So it's a big deal. You know, it's not a small thing. It's a rather large thing at 28 degrees. You've told us stories and things from the past. So that makes a lot of sense. That increases the intensity of it. And it shows also that it's, it's probably generational. It's because it's Pisces. This isn't just a, but this has just been a thing that it's got some, I hate using the word karma, but there's some stuff attached to it.
What about any other like asteroids or
so
points or
your moon is now in your seventh house.
Yeah.
That's important. I mean, it's your moon. That's very important. So interesting. So it's even at the public degree. So this also explains, I mean, I know your other one was like this, but in the seventh house in the significant one-on-one relationships, do you have significant relationships with feminine energy mostly? And I'm not saying like that,
No.
I mean, in terms of people that you would sacrifice for.
Not
I mean,
really.
did you say what?
Not really.
Oh, well, then how does this show up for you? How does the moon, and this is feminine energy, is it all about the past for you? Is it all just about romantic partners that you have history with? Because that what this would suggest in the seventh house. Romance, mating, dating, relating, all that kind of stuff. But also creating. Oh, I think we lost her. Okay. It must be her internet. All right, Stacy, sorry about that. I don't know. Well, I can't control it. That's your internet, not mine. Okay. Well, okay, so yeah, you have Hygeia. This would be important. I don't know if you saw this, and hopefully you're still watching the live so that you can see this for yourself. You have Hygeia, and that talks about, it's a health report card, and it's in the sign of health. But this one is on your eighth house cusp line, which begins at 25 degrees. This talks more about domestic stuff, practical, tangible. It's more Mercury energy, so there can be, making it better, but it's eighth house stuff and talking about the wounds of the past. So it's the writing and the healing, hopefully. So yeah, if nothing else, do the writing for healing. But self comes up in a lot of ways here, 25 and 25 and the health of. And when we say self, yeah, it can be appearance stuff. Doesn't have to necessarily always be about me in terms of ego, right? It can just be, well, the physical body that's That's been a thing. Remember, 8th house is that placement of change and transformations, deep changes and transformation, changing from the inside out, so to speak. Wow. Yeah. So you now have Juno down there. Let me move some of this stuff. You now have Juno in the 4th house with Sirius together. Yeah. Before, I think they were in your 8th, maybe. And now these are squarely in your 4th house. Strong sibling energy, neighbors, but also technology and writing and talking, communications and social media. Yeah, that's all there. All right. I think Stacy's here. Let's get her back in. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you there? Uh-oh. Hello? I hear you, I think, or maybe that's the cat in the room. Hello, hello, hello. Stacy. Okay, well, it's not working. I hear something on your end, but I don't hear your voice. But I can hear like your microphone. I can hear a movement happening, but I'm not hearing a voice. Yeah, no voice at all. So maybe some of your tech, maybe
Can
some
you
of
hear
your,
me?
oh, I hear you right now. I hear you right now. Are you still there? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. All right. Well, we're going to pick back up. Yeah, we're just going to have to yeah. We'll have to we're going to move along and try to we can do a part 2 on that the next time you come back to the live stream. Or you can catch me on the private lives. How about that? We can do it that way. All right. We're moving on. Is Fairy here? Fairy there. Are you still here? Fairy there. Are you there, Fairy there? Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me go up and I am sorry. I wasn't realizing that this was wrong. Hold on a second. Fairy there's like, yeah, I'm here. Let me see if you were next, though. I'm sorry. There was someone that was number 3. It was Princess AK that was number 3. Is Princess AK still here? Oh, there you go. All right, Fairy there. Hold on. Princess AK, let me get your chart up here quickly. Yep. Let me, yeah. All right, let me get this done. Let me get Princess AK in here. And all right, so Princess AK, do we not have you in the new system? We don't. Have you used a different name before? Princess AK, have you used a different name before? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. Thank you. That helps. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm like, I know you've been here. I'm like, why don't I see her? Alrighty. Yeah, you know what? I'm not seeing you in this system at all. So that means you're in the old system. Okie dokie. This is very, what a pain in the ass. Okay. So that means your chart's not in here and you have to be drawn up again. That's what that means. So Yeah. Do you have your digits? Yeah, this new system is about 4 months old, so that means yeah. Okay, thank you for putting that in there. I'm gonna need everything. I'm looking at 21-07-1987. I need a location. Yeah, we're gonna put this in here as, okay. All right, we got 6:28 PM. All righty. Do you have a city? $6:28 PM. Kuwait City. Okay. Okay, so I have a Sagittarius rising. Have you seen? I know you've seen your chart before, but yeah. Let me get this on the screen real quick so we can take a peek at this. Okay. So the chart is wrong. 6:28 PM, July 21st, 1987, Kuwait City. All right, well, something's not right, and that's not good. I'm not reading a chart that ain't right. Okay, well, I don't know if the digits are off anywhere. Kuwait City, 6:28 PM, July 21st, 1987. Did I get something wrong on that? Is any of that incorrect? Yeah. Alrighty, well. Yeah, we're gonna have to get this it's all right. Wow. It's all right, but the astrology chart is not right. That's not good. That's not good at all. All right. Taffy's not in here. Hold on a second. Actually, she is in here. I just don't know where the hell she went. So weird. Like she's not anywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can. Okay, I have the old system in here on this other device. Let me see if I can. It's very strange. Every once in a blue moon, this happens, and so it makes it really difficult. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm killing a lot of time here. Okay, Cappy at 1 degrees. I've got you up on this other chart. Oh, maybe that's the problem. Your other chart doesn't say Kuwait City. It just says Kuwait. Okay, not the word city. Let's see if that gives us what we need. I mean, I know, like, no, it's still the wrong thing. Okay, so, all right. Yeah. Well, you're not going to have a screen thing. Okay, so I think I know what you're going to have. Let me give you a timeline real quick. That might help a little bit. And then I'm going to have to move on because we'll just have to pick it up again. But the timeline I think you're interested in, you're going to have Jupiter trining your north node. That's going to happen first for you before you have the Jupiter trining Jupiter. So we're talking July. Okay. So around that time in July, there can be beneficial news. And it might be connected with family, maybe even mom energy, people you're deeply bonded to, whether it's blood bonds or financial bonds. But home and family in the past and the history is a big deal at this time. And it's fire energy. So it brings about like a new beginning, while at the same time there might be a release of somebody that would be considered important, like a significant person in your life. So whether it's, hey, we don't get along anymore type of thing or whatever. So that's what you're going to be looking at. And then it's going to be a little bit further on down the line before the Jupiter. I thought your natal Jupiter was at a lower degree, but it's not. It's at 28. Again, more family stuff that comes up for you. A lot of stuff. A lot of things in your chart with the history and the past. So July, though, a big time, because you're also going to have Neptune getting close to your north node at that time as well. So Neptune can be changes and maybe might even have something to do with a physical, tangible home, right? But the emotions in the family and the history in the past. What I will say is you're going to have, you also have Pluto part of this picture for you. And so a change of some sort, because anytime Pluto is part of it, we kind of initiate like a psychological change ourselves. And it's going to have to do with what you value and who you value and connecting to your own self too. And maybe it's even about your own independence and freedom. That's a really good possibility. And maybe Pluto's going to support you in that. Because if you're not feeling like you have that right now, well, Pluto's going to be doing a retrograde at that 4 degrees, which is a really strong supportive trine to your north node. So talking, communication, writing, this is sales. Yeah, but it's Aries energy. So it's myself, it's me. And it wants freedom and independence. And the emotions connected to that are going to be big for you. But I also feel like there's going to be a healing and a release and an understanding. There's something about a healing and an understanding that comes up too. Again, it can dissolve the wounds of the past. You can do all that because it's Neptune energy. You're also going to have a nice trine of Saturn to Saturn. And so this is going to establish long-term security. It's going to help do that for you. You know, Saturn talks about our goals. And it gets really close to your Saturn, a nice strong trine. This isn't going to be a quick one and done though, because Saturn is slow and it does a retrograde. It's going to do a retrograde. So just so you're aware, you're starting to feel all of this in July. So it's like the rest of the year, this Saturn will be unfolding that for you. So this looks like this can be beneficial. Saturn's long-term commitments, long-term goals, material, financial security. And it even talks about maybe traveling, but hopes and dreams possibly. So, yeah, you're welcome. It's just a little something to look forward to. And hopefully that it let us know how that works out. Okay. Now, fairy there, are you there? Fairy there, are you there? Yeah, you're welcome. You are welcome. Okay, let me set this up. What does Stacy have? Thank you, Stacy. Stacy put up a list. Strong with next number. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Fairy there said, I'm here. All right, Fairy there, let's get you up here. And let's hope that I can get some charts in here that are correct. We got to find the F. Where is Fairy there? I know you've been here before. In the last few months you've been here, so I know I've got you in this system. Unless I had you under a different name. Did we have you under a different name in the new system? God, I hope not. Or maybe I did exactly what I'm doing right now, which is looking at... Something told me earlier, don't even go live tonight. But, you know, here I am doing it, and nobody's charts are showing up. And I'm like, son of a... you know what? Difficulties. Charts are not showing up, damn it. All right, let's see what we can make happen here. Fairy there. Fairy there is in the studio. What's going on, Fairy there?
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Plugging along, getting stuff done.
That's good. Did I happen to have you under a different name when I drew your chart up?
Not that I know of.
What the hell? This is nuts. All right, so maybe I did exactly what I've already done for... Well, let me try a new one. Okay, so what am I checking out? You tell me what I'm checking out while I'm doing this.
I've got a lung cancer scan coming up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me get this. And so you want to know how's that going to be looking?
Yeah.
All right, I know you're in this other system. Do I know my ABCs? Okay, here we go. Oh, my Lord. Okay, let's check this out for you. I'm going to get this over here and see if I can get you... And let's get. Sometimes I forget the different technology that's in here. Oh, my Lord. Thank you for waiting.
Sure.
It's been a crazy night. All right. Okay. All righty, San Antonio. Let's see. Let's pray to God that this darn thing works. Here we go. Okay, so we have you as a Libra. There we go. Is that about right?
Yes, I think. I can't see it.
Okay, 8 degrees on the
there we go.
ascendant. Libra at 8.
Yes. And my
Okay,
node,
so it worked for you.
4's
That's
good.
great. All right, so let's see what's going on. So when is this coming up, did you say, or do you want me to just kind of look at this?
It's on Thursday.
Oh, it's this week.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. You got health up there. 6th house area. Okay. You have Neptune going through your house of health. And you have a south node right there. Okay. And you have Mars. Okay, so let me go back to your... Mars is the physical body. Mars also does represent surgery. It represents a surgeon. It doesn't mean, oh my God, Mars is there, I'm having surgery. No.
Okay.
I mean, there's usually, we have to see a few things here to make sense. Like
I
for it
also
to
know
be a
it
thing.
quincunx my Pluto.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Okay, so Saturn is your great malefic. That's where we're at. Okay. So Saturn just went to 6 degrees today.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have Saturn and Neptune and Mars going through your 6th house. Okay. And you have a south node there at 4. All right. So when Neptune, which can be hospitals, when that gets to the south node, it does represent some sort of a release and a let go of some sort. It can be, Neptune can just, make things look confusing and fuzzy. And at the same time, it's also going to be talking to your natal Neptune at 5 degrees. Okay, and that's quincunx energy right there. Okay, I see. So you see, this makes, you see how your Neptune's at 5 and so is your Pluto.
Yes.
Right. So that creates what they call finger of God energy. And that would place Neptune. Let me move this forward for you. You always have this here, technically, though, okay? Your south node's here. And there's also another point that's there that I just started drawing up in the charts in the last couple of weeks. And it's at 8, though. And that's called chaos. We all have it somewhere in our chart. And your 6th house is your day-to-day routines, your domestic energy, where you live, other than just health. Okay.
Okay.
Does it make sense for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's also at the 8 degrees. So that can speak to, holding on to things, wounds, trauma, tragic stuff, but attachments too is 8 degrees as well. And so it talks about dealing with seemingly purposeless events or situations where things seem to happen totally at random, but yet being able to find the patterns in the apparent randomness. So that's probably some pretty psychic energy there too. But anyway, my whole point was you have this finger of God energy here with the Neptune and with your Pluto and the fact that your south node's here. But what triggers it, or what triggered it, was the Saturn. Because Saturn was sitting at 5. You follow?
Okay. Yeah.
Now, Saturn is our body, and it is the material, the hard things. So typically Saturn is skin, but it can also represent fine, the hard parts in your body. You follow?
Okay.
Saturn's going to keep going though. Now, I'm really kind of more interested. Let me get to I want to see where Mercury and where Uranus are for you. On Thursday, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so Mercury is going to already, she'll be in your 6th house, news about health. And let me see what kind of aspects you have. Are you anticipating you're going to have information that day?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so, because you have Jupiter at 29 degrees in Scorpio, and this Mercury is going to connect with that Jupiter. And normally when those two are connecting together, they typically mean good news.
Oh, that's nice to know.
Yeah, and I would imagine the good news can come in different ways. Not so much coming to you in different ways, but it can look a lot of different ways. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Well, it would be anything, what, 6th house or anything 2nd
well, yeah,
house?
because we're talking about health. Yeah, Mercury is going to be in. Yeah. Yeah. Here, let me pull the Mercury further along. You see it? Your 6th house has Pisces and Aries in it. You
Yeah.
see? And so there's Mercury in your 6th, and she's contact with your Jupiter. And so that's like April 11th, April 12th, April 13th. Let me see if we're going to have what we got going on over here in your 1st house. Mercury, Pandora's box. Okay, the moon. And let me see technology 29. Okay. Okay, so there's I'm sorry, did you say, well, let me look here. You got Venus going through the 8th house. You have Taurus in your 8th house. Did you say something about, I was wondering if it had to do with the Taurus energy. Because Sirius and Venus will be going through there, and Vertex is there. So how long has it been that you've known you had this appointment was coming up? Like, when did you make this? Has it been a while back, or was this just
Well,
new
that's
thing?
complicated. I made the appointment last week, but the letter had been sitting there for a while, and apparently I opened it, glanced at it, put it in a pile, and forgot about it for a while. So it's been several months.
Oh, okay. So it's been several months.
Yeah, and it's referring to that on my baseline scan 3 years before that, they found something, but it was not cancerous, but they wanted to check up again.
Right. Okay. All right. Because this Venus touched your vertex on Monday.
Oh, I think that's when I made the appointment.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it's a thing because the nodes have been sitting here at this 8 degrees, so they're a sextile. Anyway, so when we think of changes happening, like sometimes, that Scorpio energy pops up. So this Saturn is going to move forward. It's going to touch on it's going to touch on that chaos. Then you're going to have Saturn and Mars all together. Now, normally Saturn, Mars, and Mercury, look at that. This can mean that you're super busy at home.
I am that.
Yeah.
I'm currently painting my house.
Yeah. But it can also mean, like, when we back it up even more, well, domestic energy in the 6th house. But when I back it up and I talk about the Mercury connecting with your Jupiter, it should be reporting good news about your health. And hopefully that means everything is free and clear and there's nothing to be concerned about.
Excellent.
I mean, that's the kind of good news you want to hear. That would be
Yes.
like the most ideal news.
Yes.
Let me see what we got going on the other way around about this. 28, okay. 26. Yeah, it's interesting too when we talk about Saturn in the body and hard things, because you have your Saturn in Capricorn at 1 degree.
Yeah.
So the 1 degree is a physical body. And that would be in your 3rd house. All right. Did you say a throat thing?
No.
Okay, that's good. Oh, that's a nice trine to your Venus. Okay. So I think that your basic chart having a trine to your great benefic, I think is beneficial. But I think I remember your chart was that tricky chart.
Right. We have not determined if
Yeah,
it was
which one
Venus
is
or Jupiter
actually
yet.
benefic yet, because of that trickiness that's going on. Well, let me, I feel like, that's such a big thing. I don't know how just looking at that chart is actually okay. I think you have to look at some other stuff. Okay, why did that not work? Oh, maybe I didn't click that all the way through. Who the hell knows? Okay, so it does show. Well, let me move it up to that time. It should be pretty much the same, but okay, so yeah, for the moon, it'll be there too. Okay, it does show the moon is everything. You got a lot on your descendant.
Yeah, lots happening right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. And it does talk about change in the home, that's for sure. 8 degrees the moon, but it shows
yeah.
Eris energy, which can be a little feisty. Okay, let me see if we have anything else. Okay, here we go. That's what we want. Your Mercury. The Mercury up in the sky for you at this time on this chart. Okay. Let's see if I can see anything over here. Okay, there's Mars at 3. This Mercury over here is also going to be close to your natal Jupiter.
Yeah.
And again, normally that can bring good news. However, I want to caution here because on this other chart, it is in Scorpio energy. So the Scorpio energy talks about deep changes, and the ancient ruler Scorpio is Mars, which does sometimes talk about surgery. So, and then if that Mercury touches that Jupiter, which it's getting close to touching it, but it could this also can represent, because this isn't in your body necessarily, right? It's in what your values are, your 2nd house of money.
Yeah.
What my values are. That's where this is happening at. Where this conjunction in these charts here that I'm referring to.
Okay.
So, look at that partnership, Juno on Jupiter in this chart.
There's no one currently in my life.
A deep bonded. This can be insurance money, by the way.
Oh.
If that's a thing.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, right. Like, where's the money? Show me the money.
Hope springs eternal.
Yeah, right. Inheritances. Yeah, this shows partnership energy, deeply bonded stuff though. So, sometimes when it's the Scorpio thing, there's stuff that isn't necessarily, hey, we've tied the knot or we're in a committed relationship, but it can just be somebody that there's like emotional deep bonds, like soul bond type of energy. Because it's Scorpio energy.
Okay.
So, yeah, change, and Jupiter just kind of expands upon that. It can also be traveling, and the beliefs about my future can be connected to all that, and the beliefs about my future about my values. But usually some sort of you know, of a relationship. And maybe
Mm,
that's exactly what it was. Like whatever it is you're doing in the renovating, if it was shared property,
yes.
you follow? Because this is
Yes.
shared values, you follow?
Yes.
So that might be a part of that too. Let me
Yeah,
see.
that makes a lot of sense. And the travel thing does too, because I am coming to the realization that I'm probably not going to be traveling anytime really soon out of the
Mhm.
country.
Oh,
So,
well, Jesus. There's so much chaos just trying to
yeah,
get on a damn plane, like,
I had been looking forward to selling my home, settling in, and taking a long trip in Europe. So that's
yeah,
not going to be in my cards.
yeah. Venus at 1 in this chart, and you've got Jupiter there. Okay, I'm sorry, Neptune is there, Venus is there. So this is that slow mover. Let me see, 20. Now, what you do have here, you know that you have Pluto at 5, and you have Pluto at 5 next to your Venus, and they're in Virgo, which is health.
Right.
It is in the 11th house, which can be surprises, just because that's the 11th house, other than group energy.
Uh-huh.
And um, and this Pluto in this other chart, this progression chart, shows that this Pluto is in a retrograde, right? Which means it's going over. It's not real close yet, though. Like it's a whole degree away.
Right.
But whether you're making changes within your day-to-day routines, changing your habitat, or whether it's a change literally in your health and your body, that's a possibility with a retrograding Pluto over here.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so let me look at one more chart because I just feel like it's not really when big things occur, there should be like a lot of things that are lining up.
Right.
And let me see where you are in this, since I have no idea. Okay, yeah, travel. The sun is in Sagittarius for you, but the thoughts about traveling and about the future. Okay, and here's your Mercury, news and information, communications. Okay, let's see what, and she's thinking about the future. And let's see. Okay, the moon's not far from that. Okay, you don't have anything natally in those numbers. And in your health, you do have, okay, Saturn is, well, maybe the Saturn specifically is just a slowdown on what your dreams were, because Saturn
Yeah.
tends to be reality sets in type of stuff.
Saturn
With
puts the
Saturn.
brakes on everything in my life. Yes.
Yeah, Saturn tends to be that way. And she is here in this chart, she's not in the house of health. She's in the house of children and joy and romance and fun and creativity.
Ah.
Yeah. Um so okay, here what? You know what? Because I still don't see enough to like trigger that. Did I? Oh yeah, Mercury was already going to be out of its retrograde. That was the thing. Okay. So it's going to be beyond its retrograde. No, no, wait a minute. On that day, oh Lord, let me go back really quick here. The retrograde's over. I'm aware of that. It's when they take the day that they take that test. Oh, okay, this is
And
good
it'll be in
news.
the afternoon.
Yeah, and she'll have just cleared the retrograde zone the day before, which is
Oh,
really good. That means it's not going to be like a wrong test.
huh. That's good to know.
Well, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I
Yeah.
think that's, because taking it when it's in a retrograde just means you can get like false positives and shit that just, yeah. Okay, hold on. The centaur is here. Let me see. Accepting your vision, maybe only that. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like psychic energy, 22 degrees of Cancer for you. All right. Well, the only thing that I feel like is concerning, like the most concerning thing, obviously having Neptune going through here and this change with Pluto and your own Neptune. Again, it's values, it's shared values, but it is, this Neptune over here is in the house of health. And the fact that Saturn is there and then it's going to trigger the chaos point, I don't think it's enough to say that you're going to that they're going to be like, hey, this is positive. But I do see we have this Pandora's box. Not that she means anything bad, but she happens to be sitting right on your Mercury. Your natal Mercury's at 21 degrees. You see this?
Yes.
So that gives me a little bit of like, oh, because I don't know how Pandora and Mercury come out as good news in terms of that. Now, like I said originally, though, this Mercury is going to be bringing up a nice trine to your Jupiter. And on this day, though, you see your moon right there at 23. This Mercury, this creates an uncomfortableness with the moon. And hopefully all it is uncomfortable with the testing day itself, But on this day, that Mercury is definitely, it's a quincunx to your natal Mercury, to your physical body, and to the moon, to all three of these. You see?
Yeah.
It is uncomfortable. It's irritating. It's so. And then, of course, Pandora. So if Pandora is there, it typically talks about opening up a can of worms, right? And so, just be prepared that maybe, just maybe, they tell you something. I don't know. Maybe it's just something that was unexpected, even possibly, because we're talking about Pluto in the 11th, and we're talking about the Neptune, which, like I said, can be hospitals in the second. And then Pallas Athena's right here. So it's almost like got to make a plan type of energy connecting, but you don't have anything past the 23 degrees. You see what I mean? And you don't have anything in Pisces like at 23 or 24 or 25 over here in the sixth house of my health. So to me, I feel like that should be good. That should be good news. But dude, let me look at this right here. We got Virgo 23 degrees and something at 24. It's so interesting. I just pulled these up. This is Sisyphus. You have her at 23 degrees. And this is this is about starting over and feeling that you need to start over, but feeling that even though you've started over, like you're running against the wind, or feeling like the rug's been pulled out from under you just when you thought you had things under control. That's what Sisyphus means. Now, because it's in Virgo, yes, it can be health, but it can also be the domestic stuff and what you're busy doing. You said you're changing a lot of things in the home.
I've had plenty of that related to home.
Yeah. Well, this Mercury is going to be exactly opposite of that on this day, on Thursday. And also opposite of Nefertiti, who, I don't know if you heard me talking before about Nefertiti, drawing strength and power from relationships. It's about an inner grace. It's about, taking reign, taking power, a position of power, but being able to move forward. And again, something about the inner beauty, sort of magnetism, invisible magnetism, so to speak, where you have a mysterious something about yourself. And so for you, that's at 24 degrees. So these are both objects here in Virgo. Talk about the details, the minutia, the practical side of life, but really it can be making improvements, because that's what Virgo always wants to do. She wants to make something better. Now, again, right opposite of Mercury, and I don't see. Oh, yeah, I lied. You do have something right here at 25. So you do have a T square. But again, you're not going to be getting that information on that day. So for this day, it's really more about just being uncomfortable with the process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, getting that machine is not comfortable.
Exactly. Not at all. This is Pythia that you have at 25, and it's in Gemini. Thoughts about the future. Okay, she's considered the Oracle of Delphi. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, you have a lot of that sort of energy.
Yeah, I have a little.
Mhm. Well, this looks like that she'll be making contact with this Mercury, so it's possible that things might seem a little confusing or foggy on that day or whatever, other than being uncomfortable, because she can be like getting information, but she can also represent being a little, kind of being between two realms type of energy, especially in the 9th house.
Ah.
Yeah. Kind of like you got something in the mail and you put it down and didn't pick it back up until 3 months later type of energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit of that.
They don't call me fairy there for nothing.
So do you have any idea on the timeline from the time you take a test to the time that you hear that you get news back?
Usually, generally the next week. I would say I'd expect the call maybe Tuesday or Monday.
Oh, like 5 days later.
Yeah, because it's a weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, on Monday, that's Mercury trining Jupiter. And so that Mercury, I'm just going to read it to you from the software. It talks about an ideal time to learn something new. You are confident and positive and enjoy the lessons that life has to offer. You may receive good news that enables you to move forward with your life goals. Also, compliments may be coming your way at this time.
Wow.
I'm just reading to you what the software said.
I like it.
That's what the software says. So other than that, which, is beneficial and sounds really good. And that's if they deliver the news on that day, which I said looks supposed to be good news. Your natal Mercury is no longer being triggered and aspected. I mean, it is being aspected still because it's Mercury, which is like 5 degrees away from your moon and your Mercury here. So they are still part of it, but the retrograde's over. She's not going backwards. You will have Mars sitting, right on the south node, but you're not having surgery on this day. This would be, do you know what I'm saying? This is Mars being really physically active type of energy, conjunct Aries.
Right.
But I will say that for everybody in general, having Mars conjunct Neptune, this will be a little wonky. And this is on Sunday for everybody. When Mars is conjunct Neptune, we should expect our energy to not be so great. That's for all of us. We probably might even need more sleep,
If I get the news on Friday, it's a little iffier than if I get the news on Monday.
Oh, I got what you're saying. You would hear right away is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
just based off of kind of what you said about Thursday. Is it just slightly chancier?
Well, it was just that I wouldn't think, you would get news within one day.
I don't know. If they're not real busy and they thought it was urgent, they could.
Yeah. I hear you. Well, the Mercury's only at 24 then. So she's definitely still making contact with all of this, but it's not like,
Well, good.
Yeah, I think, I also see you have Sirius here at 4 degrees. You have a lot of stuff at 4 degrees. A lot of things with that number. And the moon energy in general, I should say.
That's interesting. That's prominent in my social security number too.
Yeah, wow. Well, home is a big deal. Emotions, family, the past. Like this is all a big deal. I think this is part of what you're going through now though, which is thinking about wanting to travel and how that's probably not going to be in your future. That's because this Neptune
Right.
can kind of diminish my dreams about travel or make them look
Yeah.
fuzzy. I should put it like that. Make them look
Or
fuzzy.
restrict them because I won't be going out of the borders.
Well, that would definitely be Saturn, but the Neptune definitely can make that look fuzzy. So the two things that give me concern again is the Pandora's box over here, and the fact that you will have Neptune. And let me just for the sake of this and wrap this up here. Neptune sitting right there on your south node. It's talking about, which is interesting. Yeah, it's talking about friends and groups of people, and things can be confusing, and friendships that you once thought of as stable may now dissolve. It's
Ooh.
possible that you or your loved ones may suffer, and it says right here, it's possible that you or your loved ones suffer an illness, forcing you to reassess your priorities in life. On the whole, it's time for saying goodbye to past ties before moving into a new direction. So that Neptune, like I said, can represent hospitals and stuff. So, just maybe we'll see what this looks like for you.
Yeah.
Because normally the South Node is we're releasing something, and they were bringing up friends because the opposite is your North Node, which is significant relationships. But again, it's at 4 degrees, and this is what you're doing in the home. You follow?
Right.
But just be aware of what the software says because it can be all of the above of everything we discuss. It doesn't have to be just picking out one selective thing out of all those things discussed.
Right. Any or all.
Yeah, absolutely. It can be all of those things. So, let me see when this Neptune goes. When is this retro? Oh, okay. Well, this makes, Here's the thing. You see this Neptune? It stops. It stops right at the 4 degrees to do the retrograde. So that means it's right on your south node because that's where that retrograde begins. So that makes it a little bit bigger of a deal. It doesn't just pass over your south node, it does a retrograde on your south node. So literally, your day-to-day routines are switching up and changing. And because Aries is the body and it's in the house of health and it's Neptune retrograde, hopefully it brings you good news, but I would just be, prepare yourself that possibly it's a possibility that you might hear some news that you would rather not hear.
Okay.
Just keep it in the back of the mind. Don't over focus on it. I know that's kind of hard not to focus on, but again, like I said, it can be all of the above, or it can be, a handful of things that we talked about that occur.
Right.
But it's again, the changing of the house. But again, something to do with the past and emotions in the family. And I will add that, this Neptune then will at this time be trining your Sirius. And the Sirius energy talks about, what I need to feel nurtured. And Saggy likes adventure. It wants to travel and go on and have an adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So having this trine here, I mean, I think it just might be things looking very fuzzy for a while for you. because it's
Okay.
Neptune. And because of that retrograde, it might look fuzzy for longer than you want.
Okay. Yeah, I've been feeling it for 2 weeks
Mhm.
already, getting fuzzy.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. It sounds like you've been in it a little bit longer, actually, because of the, leaving the mail on the thing, and because Neptune's been in Aries since like the beginning of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
that
was
didn't
very
help either.
upset with myself when I found it, and I found another bill that I thought, "Oh my God, did I not pay this?" And then discovered by the end of the day, yes, I had paid that. Thank goodness.
Yeah. So, um, here's your Venus, which could be your great benefic. We don't know, and it is at 1 degrees in Virgo, which trines your Saturn.
Well, a lot of things are pointing to positive outcomes, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, there is absolutely. We have Venus conjunct Venus. On this Friday, the Venus had actually the day before Venus was just conjuncted. Oh no, this is July. I'm already in July. What am I saying? This would be the when the Neptune starts to retrograde. You'll have like a Venus return starting a new cycle.
Oh, that's good.
And then you'll even have the Jupiter up in the sky that's going to start trining your Ceres, that desire for travel even. So with that said, and this being in July, it's a possibility that there might not be anything huge to be concerned about.
Excellent.
Because if you're going to be traveling, which by July, I'm not saying you're
I
going to
hope
be
so.
traveling, but you are going to have busy Mars entering your 9th house of traveling,
Awesome.
along
That
with
means that the
Jupiter,
house will be sold already. Yay.
trining your Ceres, and that could be right. So selling a home would be a big deal, and hopefully that's what this is for you. Hopefully
Oh yeah.
that's part of this for you, and maybe that's
Oh, it
because the
is.
3rd house is the housing market, and it is sales.
Yeah.
So maybe
Well,
this
and then
Neptune,
all these prices rising and everything. One
yeah.
estimate I got to paint the inside of my house was $36,000.
What?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
It's only a 4-bedroom house. It's 2,000 square feet.
Oh,
$36,000. I said, I'd rather buy a car. Thank you.
wow. Holy crap. Well,
So I hired someone else. He's doing an excellent job. I found somebody perfect. So,
oh, good.
but I
Well,
still
then maybe
couldn't
that's
believe
what
the
this will be
estimates.
for you, because that Neptune, that Ceres, maybe that's exactly what it'll be, because that would be kind of a dream, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Well, then let's just focus on that. Let's
Yes.
put in some good energy for you where, we're going to leave all that other crap in the dust.
Okay. Thank you.
Sound good?
Yes. Perfect.
All right. I hope
Okay.
this has helped.
Yes, it has. Good night, everyone.
Yes. You have a good night. And thanks for waiting.
Okay.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, and thank you for the channel gift. I forgot to say thank you. Oh, my Lord. Thank you so much, Fairy there. Thank you so much. I forgot to thank you for the channel gift. I don't know if she turned it off or if she's coming back to the live stream, but thank you very much. Okay. Got some big stuff. Let's see. I'm moving along here. Oh, wow. It's already 10 o'clock. Holy crud. It's already 10. Oh. All right, guys, listen. I am seriously going to try to pick one day during the day, where I'm going to go live, so that we can get people that I'm not able to get, because my weekend live streams are only, 2. And then we do an astrology class next week on the Saturday. And then the following week, the third Saturday of the month, we'll be back right here doing the same thing. And then the week after that, it's a private lives where we can talk about your chart and your life, but it can be done privately. And that's very limited seating, very limited seating. It's a very small group. Just email me if you want to get in on that, whether it's for the astrology class or for the private lives. I'll put the Gmail up on the thing if it'll work. It's not fun when these tech things go crazy. Yeah, just send a message to me through the email to find out. Hey, Lou S. Lou S is here. And yeah, I'm going to try to, I might do it. I don't know. It might be, yeah, I'll have to figure out which day it's going to be. I can't even say which day it will be, but I'm going to try and do it so that we can kind of get some folks that I'm not able to get to. And then over time, my long-term goal would to do that at least 5 days a week. You know, the more people that need help and that the astrology can help, the better. I mean, that's what it's for. Hibiscus, I didn't want to start doing your chart when I'm about to end. So I don't know if you're still here or anybody else that was on that list or anybody else that's been waiting. Once I know, I will, I hate to even put a comment on my channel's posts because my posts don't go anywhere. YouTube doesn't push them out. Like nobody sees them. It's like, I don't even know why the hell they have that shit. I know for some channels that stuff seems to work, but not for me. My thing is behind the scenes. It's not in my chart. It's just not in my chart. And that's fine. I don't, I never really created it to be like this, 100,000 subscriber type of channel. It was really just to give people an opportunity to get their charts looked at. And if they want to learn so that they can read for themselves about themselves. Oh, there was a big old list that Stacy had. Thank you so much for doing that, Stacy. So Hibiscus, Jay Sampson, Gemini Rising was here. I didn't even know that. Hello, Gemini Rising. Hello, Jay Sampson. Hello, Hibiscus. A lot of people I didn't say hello to. Lady Love. Hello, Carl W. Hello. Karmic Karen was here. I didn't even say hello there. Okay, well, like I said, I'm going to try to do a weekday live stream. And I know some of you might be like, well, that's great. I work during the weekday. Well, you can always catch me on a private live. And trust me, the private lives are pretty affordable. Yeah. It might be a good opportunity for some of y'all. Think about it. No pressure, though, honestly. If people don't do it private lives, that's absolutely fine. You find me when you can, when it works for you in your schedule. Yeah, I know, Fairy. I know it's what I need to do, and it's been my goal for a long time. It's just I have other things I have to juggle to make that happen. Yeah, so I'm still that's still my goal. It is still my goal. All right. Well, Stacy, thank you for trying to keep track of everything. Thank you for writing up that list. I appreciate it. And we are going to end it. It is time. And thank you for everybody who sent a gift to the channel. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. It definitely motivates me to keep doing what I do, and it helps the channel. It absolutely does. Helps me to invest right back into it and to just keep going. So with that said, we're going to say goodnight. We are going to close out the star room and hope that everybody has a good weekend. And for those of you who celebrate Easter, happy Easter. And hopefully everybody's doing good as far as I know we've had some crazy rain, which we've needed. And we had some we had some flooding, not here in the house, but like a neighbor down the street had flooding. They had a road closed. Nothing major, though. I mean, I don't think so. You know, there's a lot of people where you see their houses floating by, not in my neighborhood, but that's some crazy shit to be worried about. Nothing like that's happening here. So that's why I say nothing crazy. Mother Nature just said, I got work to do, and we need it. So I'm grateful. But everybody, that's it. Take care. Stay safe out there. And we will see those of you who are signed up for the Astro class. We'll see you all next week. You have the links. You know who you are. And I look forward. We always have a good time. And yeah, I really enjoy that. So thank you, everybody who participates. All right, guys, we're out. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.